Oscar Velduin, who is the partner at TCI, joins in on the phone line from London. Oscar, hi. Morning. You've moved the Delhi High Court against Coal India. What are the concerns raised in the petition?
All right. Well, thank you very much for having us on the show today. There's 7 points I'd like to address, and I'll keep it short. We think there's a clear relationship between the blackouts which we see in India versus a complete lack of commercial incentives to produce coal and power. The reason and the main arguments, legal arguments used in the petition, which was filed and acknowledged by the High Court of Delhi, is that there's no legal justification for the government to interfere in coal prices. It's illegal and arbitrary to issue a presidential directive unless it's in the substantial public interest of the nation, and we debate and disagree that the interference in Coal India's FSA agreements or FSAs with their clients is in the public interest. The other point we're making is that TCI believes that it's beneficial for India and in the public interest for Coal India to produce higher profits both through through increasing coal prices, and those higher profits to be used and dividended out to the government of India, which can then be used to help build out the power infrastructure and to provide coal at affordable prices to the poor people. We also think that the whole FSA system should be scrapped, just like the 2G telecom judgment. We don't think it's legally acceptable that natural resources like coal should be auctioned below market prices, which was the same point as with the 2G telecom scandal. And then finally, this petition, which is filed in the High Court, is also with the intention to sue the board of Coal India for breach of fiduciary duties and abuse of minority shareholders, unless we can come to some sort of an agreement.
Oscar, in the last few months, what was the outcome of discussions and interactions with the coal ministry as well as the company, and what has the reaction of the ministry been on the corporate governance concerns which you guys have raised?
Well, the ministry is in complete denial, and they're not very constructive about it, and hence we've moved forward with filing our petition at the Delhi court.
Oscar, the coal ministry says that the TCI concerns right now are not valid, and some of these concerns were already explained in the IPO prospectus.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Interference is allowed, as stated in the IPO prospectus, is only allowed when it's in the public interest. Now, in the letters and presentations we've put out, which you can find on our website, www.coalforindia.com, it's made very, very clear that the interference is definitely not in the public interest.
And Oscar, what are the recommendations that you guys have made to Coal India in terms of the coal washing and FSA agreements?
Yeah, I mean, we demand a public commitment and statement as to how and when Coal India will reprice its coal to market, and for all coal being washed. As you're well aware, the Ministry of Environment and Forest has issued a draft legislation to increase coal washing, where the limit was in the past 1,000 kilometers. So for all coal being transported by rail to power companies, it used to be 1,000 kilometers cut off. Now that is being reduced to 500 kilometers, which will result in a substantial increase in the coal washery or coal needing to be washed. We think it's going to be material, and this is likely to become effective from the 1st of January 2014. So we're making some progress on that front, and we think this is a clear step, a good step and a strong step in the right direction, which will be beneficial for the environment, debottlenecking of the infrastructure system, especially the rail system, of course, and the profits of Coal India.
Oscar, final question. Will you be looking at exiting your investment in Coal India if your demands are not met?
I will not be able. I can't comment on what we do on the investment as such. But as I've said in the past, Coal India offers tremendous upside. We think that the stock can go up multiple times if the government were to stop interfering in a detrimental fashion. And I think we remain very much committed to the investment as such, and there's no change to that.